my pants, by the seat of my pants, off the seat of my elbow. How do you say that? It's kind of like on a whim. I was about to do a, I'm in my pajamas, by the way, and this is like bedhead in all my glory. Basically, this is the most gorgeous and sexy and attractive that you're ever gonna see me. So I was about to do a sheet mask, and later today or this evening, I was going to film a video on my top 3 sheet masks and how I use them. And I was like, well, if you're gonna be talking about sheet masks, you might as well show your pandas how you do it, because I feel like I always talk about sheet masking, but I've never actually shown you the way I do it. So how do I do it? I do it right after I shower or right after I wash my face. So my face is completely clean right now, super clean, scrubbed it, I used my Foreo, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite sheet masks. This is actually a replacement for one of my top 3 masks, which I recently discovered at Ulta. I don't know, you guys, I feel like Ulta is becoming like my new place. It's like my new Target, except I can't get milk there. So Ulta, if we can figure that out, a way for you to carry milk and eggs, then maybe you'll replace the motherland. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up for you, show you guys how I apply it, then I will leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes, and I will come back and talk to you guys about the rest of my favorite sheet masks. Okay, let's do this. So let me set up my mirror so that I can see my face. You know what I haven't said in a while? Welcome to my face. So let me grab my mirror, set it up. Can you guys see my eyebrows? This is the microblading. Isn't that amazing? I'm not wearing any makeup and it looks like I have my brows done. So the one I'm gonna use is the Leaders in Solution Brightening Recovery Mask. This is actually a new addition to Ulta. And it's kind of replaced another one that I really liked at Ulta that they don't carry anymore, or I don't know if it's out of stock, or I don't know what's going on, but you guys know I was majorly obsessed with this, and they don't have it at Ulta anymore. This one, though, is really similar, and it's the same brand, so maybe, can we be thinking about a dupe? When you take out the mask, it looks like that. It feels like it has almost like a cotton cover on it, or like a protectant. And so you carefully unfold it. You don't have to worry about it dripping. It's like, there's no dripping. Do you see that? Nothing is dripping off of it. But this is like a sandwich mask. Do you guys remember when I used to call them sandwich masks? Before I knew they were hydrogel or biocellulose masks. And so basically, you take off one of the layers, and then you place it on your skin. And these, you guys, smell so incredible. So what I do, because of the shape and style of my face, is I go straight into the middle. I always go into the middle and like kind of pop my nose out and make sure that I can see, and then kind of stretch it out around the eyes. Start pulling. You want the mask to be as on the face as possible. Does that make sense? Like you want it to be, you don't want any air bubbles, you don't want it to be moving around, you want it to be stuck securely onto your face, almost like a second skin. That's the whole point of using fermented coconut, so that it adheres to the skin like a second skin. Pull off the top layer, and all of this is trash, okay? And then you're gonna go in and really adjust the positioning. A lot of times with some masks, I notice that I have to cut them. And I don't mean cut pieces off, I just mean little slits, little tiny slits, so that it allows like my ginormous mouth to come out, or that, you know, like right here, see how it's kind of cramping into my eye area? You could do like a little tiny slit with like some eyebrow scissors or things like that if you wanted to. If you're just gonna be at home relaxing and you're not gonna be talking to a camera like I am, then it's no big deal, you know? For example, me, this part is way too small, and always what ends up happening is it ends up drooping, so I have to either keep adjusting it or just kind of rip it a little bit, and then it doesn't fall anymore. Look, I look like the Joker. Yeah. And then just keep pulling it taut, as taut as you can make it, so that it is like directly on the skin, no air bubbles, nothing. Fits exactly where it needs to go. I kind of put a little bit of pressure so that it sticks, and then run my fingers across. And once I see that it's perfectly adhered to my skin, no air pockets, nothing, then I'm ready to go. Another option that you have is a silicone sheet mask cover. those look like this. And these are really cool if you want to do stuff, like if you're going to be washing the dishes, vacuuming your house, or doing a lot of things like the laundry. These come, I think they're like $4 or $5. I bought mine on Amazon. It comes with an ear strap, and you guys see those lines right there on the side? You can cut it to adjust it if you have like a bigger or smaller face. And you put it over the mask, so the mask doesn't slip around or move. And it helps absorb the product more, so you have a lot more proximity of the serum to the skin than if you were just walking around. For example, me right now that I'm talking, it's really hard because I feel like the mask is slowly a little bit drooping with like my muscle movement. Ordinarily, you're not talking, you're just kind of hanging out, reading your phone, doing some things, right? So it doesn't slip. So you want to be careful with the placement of your mask. And if possible, maybe don't talk as much like I am. Do you see how it's only drooping around this side of my mouth because I keep talking? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning here in my beauty room, and I will be back in 20 minutes and show you how I take it off and all that stuff. Did you guys like my pajama pants? Okay, so once I'm done, you can feel the mask get a little bit drier. It doesn't get stiff or uncomfortable, but it does feel a little bit drier. You just peel it off carefully. Do you see how like it's stuck to my skin? Peel it off carefully. Anything having to do with your face or your skin, be as careful as possible. Treat it like baby skin. You know, it's the only skin you have, and you want to keep it as youthful looking as long as possible. So, do you guys see how shiny my face looks? Ordinarily, I do these before bed. So what I do is I just kind of pat it into my skin and apply a night oil or a night serum and go to bed. Now, if I am doing it right now where I'm at the start of my day, I do prefer to kind of press it in just a little bit, and then I rinse my face and go on with my skincare routine. That's just my preference because these do feel a little bit sticky, and I feel like it, even though this is a brightening mask, it does have a little bit of a stickiness to it, and I feel like it does conflict with whatever makeup I'm going to use. So if I were to use a hydrating mask, it's a different story. So always keep in mind the type of mask that you're using, and then kind of the steps to move forward in that. So I'm just gonna kind of let it hang out since it's just you and I, and you know, we're having this like coffee break, chatting together, talking about skincare, so that I don't waste any of that delicious serum. So let's talk about my top 3 favorite sheet masks, why I like them, and what makes them different one from the other, okay? Let's get started with the one that caused me a little bit of trauma. So, my number 1 favorite sheet mask of all life, you guys knew, was the Leaders in Solution Mediterranean Olive Brightening Mask. And this one I discovered on the Leaders website, but then Ulta started to carry it, so I went bonkers. I love this mask because it was one of the very first masks that I tried that used the fermented coconut, which means they take coconut juice and they ferment it, and it turns into like a skin-like material. Do you guys see that? It's a skin-like material, so it sticks onto the skin, but I can't seem to find it at Ulta stores or on the Ulta website. But when I was doing my research as to why, I found a whole new line. You guys, please don't. Just hold your judgment, okay? I found a whole new line of Leaders masks, and I was like, don't mind if I do, Ulta Beauty. So basically, I thought to myself, if Ulta doesn't carry it anymore, but the same brand decided to do a other type of fermented coconut with the same claims about improving dull skin, uneven skin tone, etc., I thought, this is me just kind of like connecting things in my mind and hoping it's true. So I decided to try the Brightening Recovering Mask, and I got the same exact results. So I guess it's safe to say that this one is gonna replace this one because of the convenience that I can find it at Ulta Beauty, and it gives me the same results. Plus, you guys, it smells the same, and I was looking at the ingredients on the back, and they have the same directions, the same volume, the same purpose, I mean, the same active ingredients. So what are you doing to me, Leaders? So, I guess this is probably my number 1 favorite. I mean, this one or this one, because I'm pretty sure they're dupes for each other. Then, okay, this is how I justify all my purchases. Coffee break research, right? Because I decided to try this one to see if it was a dupe for the other one, I mean, there were these other flavors, these other types of masks, and I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't try them out for you guys. This is a moisturizing one, so it's for dry, rough, or depleted skin. That means intense moisture. This is the balancing mask for blemishes, oily skin, and redness. I'm really not gonna get any use out of this one because I don't have any of those problems or concerns with my skin, but I always know someone who does. And then the lifting mask, this is the anti-aging one for fine lines, loss of elasticity, things like that. So I had to get multiples to try them out for you guys. Multiples, so that we could try them out together. If you know what I'm saying, you know where to check. Then those are the fermented coconut. Those are my favorite. The ones that have the thicker material that kind of like the second skin, right? But they also have the premium grade cotton masks. So I've already tried these before, but I tried these when they had the really like lab or medical looking packaging. It was so cute. It had like this almost like medical looking packaging. They repackaged it for American consumers, and I mean, how cute is that? So I decided to get multiple of these too so that we could try them out. This is the aloe one, the tea tree, the aqua ringer, and the AC clear. Basically, it's the same type of mask as these, but these are in the cotton grade, the premium cotton grade, and then these are in the fermented coconut. Am I making any sense? I love skincare, you guys. I get so excited, but I feel like there's too much information and sometimes it gets a little confusing. Anyway, so those are available at Ulta, and like always, any of the stuff that I'm mentioning, I will list and link in the description box below. Moving on to my other favorites, this is Decadence from Biobelle. And Biobelle is a relatively new brand at Ulta that I discovered. I really need to stop doing this like late night research, especially on sheet masks, because they're becoming so popular. There's too many options. So Biobelle uses a special botanical fiber made out of sustainable wood, right? So it's similar to a cotton sheet mask, but a little bit different. The actual material, and I'm gonna insert some pictures of what it looks like on my skin and what it looks like once I peel it off. When you apply this sheet mask, it almost looks like you're not wearing something on your face. I mean, obviously it will look like it, but it's so thin, it's so smooth, and it just sticks so beautifully on the skin that it's comfortable. You see immediate results. It feels fresh, and they are the best ones, or my favorite ones, to apply before I do my makeup. So the other two that I showed you, or that I'm going to show you, are great for right before bed. This one is ideal for before I apply my makeup. They smell good, they're not drippy, they're affordable, and they're usually on sale, or if you wait a little bit, they have pretty good promotions on Ulta's website. The other thing is that it's not considered a prestige brand, so you could always use like their coupons or coupon codes online. Then the last one, or my third favorite or holy grail sheet mask, is the Karuna Luxe Skin Regenerating Face Mask. This one's a little bit different. It is a biocellulose mask, similar like these, where the material of the mask feels like a second skin. And I believe that biocellulose was created for like burn victims or burn patients that don't have that protection of their skin anymore. And so it's used to kind of keep them protected. You know, it's like a second skin. I keep saying that. So with this one, I have to warn you, it is pretty pricey, but the results that this one gave me were absolutely astonishing. The reason that I said this one was a little bit different is because this is a creamy sheet mask. So when you put it on, the serum itself is like a thicker, white, creamy serum. you're supposed to apply it to the skin and let it dry as much as possible. So it almost like sticks to the skin. I don't mean like sticks like, oh, it's wet and damp so it sticks. No, like it dries out almost completely on the skin, and that's when you're supposed to peel it off. While it's not the most pretty sheet mask or the most typical sheet mask that you're used to, the benefits of this mask are crazy. You put it on, you're walking around with your creamy sheet mask, you let it dry, and then you slowly peel it off and rinse your face. You look, and this is gonna sound like complete far-fetched exaggeration, you look 2, 3, 4 years younger. It's a miracle mask. I get mine at Sephora, but the results are amazing. So I believe that with like sheet masks, it's one of those skincare products that you can almost create your own recipe or formula. For example, when I'm tired and I feel like my face needs a little bit of perking up or it's looking a little dull, I go for my Leader's Brightening masks. When I'm gonna do my makeup that day in the morning, I have somewhere to go and my skin is looking a little drab or dull, I go for my Tencel Fiber or my Decadence from Biobelle. And when I feel like life is getting the best of me and I'm looking a little aged or tired, I go in with my Karuna. The Karuna is a mask that I don't use very often, maybe 2 times a month, because it is a little pricey, but the results are instant and they are long lasting. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I told you guys, I ordered so many of these new Leader masks at Ulta. I don't know what I'm gonna do with one of each of these 8 masks, for the record. I will list and link all of these sheet masks in the description box below in the order that I discussed them. But you guys, these 3 masks are amazing. And like always, if you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!